Today's topic.
So the trend of, like making videos to shit on people to like clout chase is a thing. And so I heard that there's some young men who have made a video about me being a narcissist.
Ooh! Guess who that is?
Bitch, you guessed it.
You was right. Apparently we're clout chasing. So when she does commentary on everybody else, it's not clout chasing. When Charlamagne, her good friend, literally makes his whole living by talking about other people and different ideas, and we're clout chasing.
So what makes it that we clout chase? Is it the number of fans that we have? So we would have a higher number of subscribers that wouldn't be clout chasing? What is it? What makes it that it's clout?
And I hopefully, with this type of conversation that we're having on this podcast today, and I talked about it on my social media, helps you shine a light on like, oh, that's what a narcissist looks like, or like, am I being a narcissist? Am I a narcissist?
Because this girl called us out for wasting our time because we made a 10-minute video about narcissism and it included her, but she makes a 1.5-hour podcast just talking about narcissism, but we're clout chasing.
It took time to make a video about something that is not what it is. Instead of using that time to make a video that can actually be helpful, making a video that is, educating folks on Rodney Reed, who, if you're taking time to make videos simply trying to demean people who are clearly out here trying to uplift people.
Again, complimenting yourself. I'm clearly trying to uplift people. Were you trying to uplift people when you were calling Tyrese a narcissist? Or were you trying to uplift people when you called that Kanye West 100 times? Not to say that your criticism of him isn't accurate. My whole point is that uplifting people? So you remember how I told you this girl's got a pattern.
I was gonna say, did one of your co-hosts say something? I think put
We're not even going to acknowledge that individual because he did that so that he could get acknowledged. No. But know that I have looked out for him. I'm good in my karma. My karma is good.
So do you see her pattern? She disregards all criticisms and then always says,
we're not gonna discuss that, but just know I'm good. Sounds like Donald Trump to me.
You find yourself in these moments where you have to make sure that you're not coming across that way. Yeah. And so the way to me to do that is to make sure that you are being conscious of someone else's feelings. You're leaving space for critique from someone else because that is another red flag. They cannot be critiqued.
No.
Yeah, when your own coworker says you're a disrespectful person and you dismiss them as clout chasers, is that you leaving space?
Instead of using that time to make a video that can actually be helpful, educating folks on Rodney Reed, who has now, of course, spread across the internet as a man who is scheduled to be literally murdered by the state of Texas on November 20th for a crime that there seems to be insurmountable evidence proving his innocence. Make a video about that.
Make a video about that. Why don't you make a video about? Why can't we do both? You get to post hundreds of hours of footage of you and your stupid cat. Do I ever say, why don't you make a video about that? Why don't you make a video about that? But if we make one video covering how destructive narcissism can be, we're wasting our time. Why don't you make a video about that? Why don't you make a video about that? Out here sounding like a seal. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sounding like a seal.
A narcissist is somebody who is willing to disrupt your space in order to preserve theirs.
Yep.
A security guard put hands on me and I can't put hands back because for obvious reasons. So I would love to bum rush the security guard, but I can't.
You're not wanted at the ball, Cinderella. You're not gonna lose your shoes tonight, boo-boo. And then you want to go there even if you're not wanted. If someone tells me we don't want you at the club,
I don't care if it's
and disrespects you, I'm not coming back.
I don't care if it's the birth of black baby Jesus. I am not attending.
I was like, to be honest, I feel like you're unaware of the way that you behave, and like the way that you spoke to me was very abusive. And he was like, "You are bugging. You are wilding. That is taking things too far."
Gaslighting. That is the definition of gaslighting.
Wow.
Isn't that the definition of what you do to literally everybody who criticizes you?
Because the hallmark of a narcissist is that they don't think there's anything wrong. You can't change what you don't.
Girl, bitch, you guessed it.
You was right. When Amanda was kicked out of the party, one thing that she said that I thought was really interesting.
For the record, I am being denied entrance to the Black People's Emmy Party. And it's a white woman telling me I can't go in because a white woman is telling me I can't get in. And it was a white woman named Kiara who made it her business to do this. It's just...
She still got out and lied and tried to manipulate the narrative so that you guys would get mad and be like, I can't believe a white woman stopped her from getting into a Black Emmy party. Do you see how much of a narcissist and a manipulator she is?
Make it a race thing when it's not a race thing. It's not a race thing. They don't like you.
Yeah, I just think it's ironic that someone who built her career off of doing social commentary, off of, challenging Caitlyn Jenner's idea, can't handle the fact that somebody challenges her ideas and her behavior.
It's like a lot of people are saying that, yeah, you know what? This is what happens that's how black men react when they see a strong black woman. No. When someone's a piece of shit, it's a difference. I mean, you don't see us talk about Michelle Obama in the same way. She's a strong black woman. Do you see me talking about Oprah like that? Nope. She could do what she wants.
We could go down the list with Nina Simone,
and all of them. We could do
Angela Rye, all kinds of Erykah Badu, Beyonce. There's plenty of black women, light-skinned black women, who are allowed to talk in these spaces and have nobody throwing any kind of shade at them. But the moment it's Amanda Seales, all of a sudden misogyny is involved. No, listen, not every criticism that's levied against you is a result of your skin color or your gender, okay? Let's say if I'm a black man and I'm driving over 60 and I get pulled over. I'm not gonna be like, Black Lives Matter, this and that. No, I was breaking the fucking law. Sometimes you're just a shitty ass person. That's all it is, and it's okay. But we shouldn't cape for toxic people who treat women and men in our own communities like garbage, right? We shouldn't cape for them just because they're black women. That's not the way it works. Because at the end of the day, you're caping for somebody who treats other black women terribly.
Yep.
You can look it up yourself, but black women are the ones levying a lot of this criticism towards her. They're the ones saying, hey, the way she talks to us is unacceptable. She denies a lot of colorism. She does this, she does that. It's not us levying this criticism. So don't do everything in function of someone's gender or race. It's not always about that.
Ooh, I'm not gonna cry though. I'm not gonna cry. I'm honestly shaking. I'm so... If you don't like me, I don't care.
Am I being a narcissist? Am I a narcissist?
Bitch, you guessed it.
You was right.
Wake your mom, sleep aloud, get the papers. Wake your mom, take your mom, take your time, get the papers. Wake your mom.
If you guys aren't aware, we've just started selling merchandise. You guys have been asking, you've been hounding us, being like, yo, when y'all gonna sell some shirts and shit? So here we are. We wanted to make sure it was actually really nice clothing, really good quality. So we have, you know what I'm saying, an original throwback. Remember the pussy?
You do!
You on Albert Preach long sleeve shirts, you know what I mean? Those are gonna be, yo, listen, we got some nice artwork done on these shirts.
If
Check
ever,
that shit out.
you want to double down on being the property of someone, get it! Ooh!
And I said, oh no, you're a sociopath. And which is, we can talk about sociopathy because there's a fine line. They're all on a spectrum. But he also was a narcissist, but I called him a sociopath. And then within like a month and I said, we need a break. I can't talk to you. We need some space. He texts me like a month later, hey, can we hang out again?
See, this is what I don't do.
But it is what you do. Well, last year you were told you couldn't come to the party. You were Jill Scott's +1.
Oh, what?
That's my video of that guy. That shit was killed. +1.
Last year, Amanda Seales went with Jill Scott to the Black Emmy party thrown by Vanessa. She had to go as a +1. +1. She had to motion to security, I'm with Jill Scott. I'm with Jill Scott. This year, she was Jesse Williams. +1.
That shit got me dying, nigga.
This motherfucker's good.
Shout out to you. Okay, if you guys haven't seen this guy's channel, go check it out. He is amazingly funny, and I don't give shout outs to too many small creators, but he's dope.
This guy is funny.
You were told no. A year
person
later,
was saying
you
no.
slid back in that DM like, hey, you up? That's what you did.
Can we chill? What you doing?
You a toxic fuckboy.
You're a toxic fuckboy. That's what the hell you is.
I disconnected when she said people hate her because she's very light skinned. That's when I paid for my room and I checked out.
See, that's why we have a black Twitter and a just normal Twitter. Listen, that talk, that's black talk right there. Listen, I paid for my room and I checked out. I ain't even made my bed. That's some kind of big mama shit. I ain't even made my bed. I grabbed my keys, my belongings, my nicks, my knacks, my patty wax, checked out, and left. That's what,
Love it.
I feel like it's some southern folks, folks. Anyways, yeah.
Oh man. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You know what? I like the fact that we're really careful with how we approach certain topics. Do you know what I mean? Like, it would have been easy to.
We got better with the years. I mean, it's all about improvement. You understand?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think like we were really careful not to go about her and talk about her comedy career. We didn't talk about her acting.
No, because that's not the point.
My whole point is though it's very easy.
Yeah, it would
like,
be.
With K. Michelle video, people was ragging on her for her looks. I'm like, we could, but that's lowbrow shit.
And you know, that's subjective, very subjective. And
Sure.
that's not the point. I mean, I'm not the best looking motherfucker out there, and you're not either.
Actually.
Yeah, you got mother. Calm down. You're not. Pussy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not the best looking motherfucker out there. And motherfuckers around on my look all the time. And I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like it doesn't bring anything to the conversation. You know, looks, career, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. So, I mean, I think for us, we've been really good at doing that. So it helps us navigate a lot of difficult topics because then people can't be like, oh, I can't believe that you was talking about her. You know, so we just stay on what matters.
Yeah.
And it makes for better conversation and better content and stuff that it's harder to criticize.
Is there space for improvement? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, people can be like, they could, if you have improvements, let us know.
Sure.
But up to now, I mean, yeah, it's so far so good.
Yeah. But anyways, let us know what you think in the comments below. And that's it for today's video.
Bitch, you guessed it.
You was right.